Today we're making authentic lasagna nachos, which are neither Italian nor worthy of respect. Authentic lasagna nachos start with corn chips, which we'll make by smashing a cob of corn into crispy triangular nacho lasagna noodle crisps. If you want the blue corn tortilla chips instead, just think about blueberries before giving it a smash. And careful not to smash too hard or you'll end up with this. Exploded corn, which you do not want since explosions are dangerous. Now we'll start with our Bolognese sauce, which is short for Super Bolognese Sauce because it was first invented for the Super Bowl. I don't have time today to chop up my onions, so I'm just gonna give it a nice Italian slam job, and we'll just set that aside. I've also got this carrot here, which I'm gonna give the Royal Mexican jackhammer, and I've got this nice turgid celery stalk, which I'll give a firm ripple smash. It's always nice to chop up celery even more because the best celery is the one you can't even detect. I've got some olive oil on medium heat, and I'm gonna throw in those smashed onions and fry them up a bit before adding the carrot and celery, and then cooking them for exactly an amount of time that ultimately doesn't really matter. Now I'm gonna add beef and cook that until it's brown, which takes an amount of time that also doesn't really matter too much in the scheme of the history of the universe, but also not in the scheme of this recipe. I'm adding a teaspoon or so of flavor glitter, and we'll add in some pepper. Now I'm gonna add white wine, which definitely isn't rice vinegar because that wouldn't be authentic. And now I'll add in the liquid tomatoes. I'm not measuring anything because this is a traditional bolognese, and if you get traditional enough, you arrive at the time before measuring cups existed. And some recipes call for chicken stock, but if that's not authentic, then I'm just showing you what not to do here. In other words, don't add this thing that will make it taste totally awesome. Just avoid that. Here's the thing about bolognese sauce. You can spend days figuring out the most authentic Italian bolognese recipe, and then bring that recipe to another region of Italy and see how many Italian suplexes you get. Then I'm adding basil, and now we'll add some milk so the sauce will grow up to be big and strong. And now you just want to let that simmer with occasional wang jangling until you're so hungry you break down and order pizza. I think my liquids to solids ratios might be off, which is only a problem if they turn off evaporation in the simulation parameters. Now while this meat sauce comes together, it's really important not to confuse it with the popular gay dating website Meat Sauce. By the way, if you're wondering if I have a bolognese sauce in my book, I do not. Now we're gonna make our Bechamel sauce, also known as Italian nacho cheese sauce. You can also just get the version of it in a jar like this, but even though it tastes exactly the same, I prefer to make the homemade white stuff. We'll start with butter for our Bechamel sauce, which is what the B stands for, I'm pretty sure. Then we'll add our flour and whisk jangle that together until it becomes this combination of both butter and flour, since that's what you put in, the short form of which is called roux. After a couple minutes, we'll start adding milk and go through the 7 stages of bechamel clumpitude, including oatmeal, mashed potatoes, and finally hot milk soup. The most important thing when making bechamel sauce is to remember not to confuse it with Baywatch sauce. Okay, good. I saved the nutmeg. Now we'll add in that nutmeg, which definitely isn't just cumin because it's a similar color and because that would also taste good. And we're just gonna keep wang jangling that until it's thick. Now we're gonna take some of this delicious mozzarella cheese, which is actually Oaxaca cheese, because that's the official authentic cheese of lasagna nachos. And we're doing this by the book here. And we're just gonna dismantle that into smaller cheese components. And now we'll spread out a layer of triangular crispy lasagna noodles on a parchment papered pan. We'll hit that with a protective sprinkling of Oaxaca cheese, top that with our Super Bolognese sauce, add on some of that Bechamel. Can you check in the Google? Lasagna has layers, so let's make another one. Chips, cheese, Bolognese, Bechamel, cheese, and we're gonna throw that in the undo on 4-something hundo for a bit before turning on the broiler for a bit until that cheese starts getting those nice brown bubbles. Then we'll slide that onto a plate, and we'll do a little lift and tuck technique for aesthetic purposes, which ultimately won't make any difference. And let's give this a try. Accidente. Esa no es una lasagna picante.